more than 7 years of experience in gaming, and today I'm going to discuss about the cloud gaming, in a way, the future of gaming. Let me share, and I'm really sorry in advance because you might face some lag. So here are the contents which I'm going to cover in this topic. The first of all is the cloud gaming industry overview, big players and what the condition in India, future opportunities, cloud gaming with perfect world, obviously. Yeah. So here is the thing. What is cloud gaming? There are so many concepts of cloud gaming this, cloud gaming that, because I read so many blogs, something things are there. So the very easiest way to understand the cloud gaming is just like we are in a technological era. So we can see the Netflix or Amazon Prime. Just take an example in a way. So it's like we are getting content on demand. We are not going to download anything, and we can access the Netflix and Amazon Prime in any device, my laptop, my mobile phone, everywhere. So in the similar way, the cloud gaming is going to work out. The cloud game is going to release on a server. You don't require any kind of a specific device, whether it's PC, mobile console, and all. You can access from anywhere easily. All you need, the high speed internet. Yes, the 5G made it possible. And the revolution in technology, like we can see the very high speed. So this all thing become possible to access the game remotely on server. How cloud gaming going to work? So the game is going to release on a server. You need the high internet speed, as I said, and that will directly stream to your device. And in some cases, there are some devices as well. They also can access the cloud gaming platform through which you can play the game remotely wherever you are. So, how this whole all the cloud gaming ecosystem look like or something in a way. So there are cloud gaming platform, obviously. There are content services and owned devices, as I said. Some devices can access the cloud gaming as well. The best example is the Steam Link. Now let's talk about this thing. The one of the you can see the primary player of this stream is the Shadow Paper Space. In 2017, they've started a kind of a streaming platform. Now they have the biggest library in a way. They have the most of the games which we can access remotely. And in later on, in 2017 GDC, when Google announced their Stadia and then Microsoft announced Project X and then Apple Arcade, Nintendo Switch, there are so many big players. They all are coming to the cloud gaming. And in this way, you can see there are the platform which are the cloud gaming platform where user can go and access the cloud games. And there are the content services, the services they are providing to the cloud gaming platform where are able to access. In this way, some of the platforms work in both ways. And in terms of the B2B, it's like there are some companies they don't have that much scope to go in that way, so they provide the solution to put a game on a cloud until it's reaching out to the user in a way. So that's how the cloud gaming ecosystem works. And it has one more part. This is this. What you are going to access? Games, obviously. It's like the publisher and the developer, they have already described about, they've already, sorry, done so many PR, so many information, so many blogs over there. They're describing and making aware the gamers about the cloud gaming, how to access these things. You have a screen, smart TV, mobile boxes, smart box, and some fire sticks and all these devices, small devices even, mobile PC consoles, and as well as you need the high internet speed. One name is missing there in terms of internet provider. As I'm in Indian, so I understand the Geo will be there because they have announced about the cloud gaming. Yeah, soon it's going to be. And these are the companies they are providing the best 5G network so that the gaming experience would be very smooth for each and every gamer. Now, who derives this cloud gaming growth? First of all, the revolution, we can say. Evolution in technology. Yeah. Now, other thing is like the player without a console. Not all the people, not all the player in the world, they have the console or the specific gaming devices and all. So first of all, these are driving a kind of a technological way in gaming where more and more players can access the more games and they can play the games. So in the similar way, there are the PC players as well. They're also restricted towards their particular kind of a configuration because it's not easy for a gamer like just configure each and every game with the game and their PC with the game, right? And some of the mobile gamers who are really want to do some exposure in gaming, because just like a country in India, there are more mobile gamers than console gamers. They are just getting into the gaming field. They are getting the value of the gaming, and they are going to drive the future of cloud gaming later on. An internet cafe player as well, because they are also kind of specific with in terms of the you know device configuration they are using in cafe. Now, what are the advantages of the cloud gaming? First thing first, no need to download. Don't worry about that. The second thing, you don't need the particular device or something. It's all the cross promotion. You can say the cross platform. The screen of the cloud have the ability. The screen will be adaptive. Just take the example of Netflix. Simple. You can watch on your phone, laptop, smart TV, anywhere. Just like in the game as well. This is very adapted, so there is a less adaptive work in that way we are going to do. And the cloud gaming is prevent cheating in a way, and definitely the monetization, because the subscription based monetization is really much popular over there. If there are advantages, then definitely there are some of the drawbacks or disadvantages, you can say. The first thing first is like the we need the stable internet infrastructure. Here you can see we need normal 1080p 30 fps need 25 mbps bandwidth, which is not easily available in all the demographic or all the country. There are some developing countries, they are developing their infrastructure like India. In that way, when infrastructure is increasing, the internet speed is increasing. Currently, the 5G it's not being introduced everywhere, so it's kind of a not that much popularity in terms of 5G devices, and currently the device is pretty much expensive in a way. So later on, it's going to be cover it up with better infrastructure and better devices who can access the 5G internet. And the high cost of the cloud, and because the server cost is pretty high to configure with the games and all, so that's why it's a really high cost work in a way. And you need high network delay requirement when you are playing the multiplayer. Just remember, just imagine you are playing Call of Duty or PUBG, and there is too much lag. Your all gaming experience will spoil, right? So it's required minimum to minimum less than 30 millisecond drawback in a sorry lag, so that you can have the smooth experience of the game. Wait a moment. So let's go to the other part. It's like the cloud gaming industry overview. So here, what are the key roles of the cloud gaming space? As I've described you about this in that ecosystem chart, there are gaming channel, the hardware. There could be the PC, console, smart TV, media boxes, and all. And there is a traditional new participant. Traditional participant is like who are providing their games to everyone, like streams already providing the console game, but they are going to provide some of the sorry uh, cloud games as well. Stadia, Project is Blacknut, and telecom carrier is also the 5G is pretty much important, and tech provider who provide the cloud solution, and game developer obviously going to develop the game for this particular network. Now, industry change enhanced by cloud. What are the changes it's going to bring in coming future? What's going to happen? The first of all, it's going to break the barrier among the platform. Whenever we design a game or we decide the game to be released, first of all, it's like what platform, PC, console, Switch, Android, iOS, what we are going to do. First of all, it's going to break that barrier. And another thing is like it's going to introduce the very, very high quality games. So when it's going to introduce the high quality game, so more and more user will get aware about about the quality of the game. Like they will get aware about the graphics, they will get aware about the quality of the games, whether they were playing the before the quality games, they were had quality that much or not. So in this way, there is a significantly diminish on the lower quality game, and it will be demand for the better quality games in coming future. It's definitely going to happen. Now industry change enhance the in that way we can say like the because of the cloud gaming platform business model become mature, the platform are possibly reaching both up and down to be broadcast the integrate both content production and content operation in a way. And as soon as the 5G become cheaper, just like when 5G will be expanding, so there will be the more cost effect. This is going to be the cost effective for the individuals, and there will be more demand of the games as well for the cloud gaming. Now, what are the challenges? The challenges is like you need to give the high quality of the game. So currently there is a shortage of the AAA of the quality, and as I said, the user will get the more aware, user will be more aware with the games and the quality of the games. So definitely there is going to we are going to face some of the shortage, because not all the developers, not all the people are pretty much efficient to make the AAA quality or 2A quality games. And native cloud game is still under exploration. Just imagine, in India, cloud gaming is launched. We have our own language, we have several language, we do a lot of Indianization, localization in the game. Then how is going to work out, right? So it's a kind of a challenge we're going to face later on. And moreover, the server cost is going to be pretty much higher, because the configuration is, it's costly in a way. So it's a kind of a challenge currently. And network limitation, because five the cloud gaming is fully depend on your best infrastructure of the network. So definitely it's going to give a challenge to the infrastructure, make it more and more feasible, make it more and more stable, so that more and more people can have the better experience of the game. And industry instability, because the operation cost is going to be so high. And the operation cost is going to be so high, so how the small developers are going to sustain in this market? That's also the kind of a challenge which we will see in coming future. And user charging habit, all we are doing. Why? For the users. So do all the users have the ability to pay for the games? No. The best thing is about the Indian market. For the market where the ARP is so low, but they have the better user quality and better internet connection. So let's see how it's going to work out. Now, big players of the cloud gaming and where India stands. So I won't take much time on that, because there are so many. So I'll just take one key point. So first of all, the Shadow, because Shadow is the primary player of cloud gaming. They have the biggest library currently, one of the biggest, not the biggest, one of the biggest. And they provide 4K streaming with ultra high definition, with 5 Mbps speed and all, because they are one of the from the primary things. So their library is so good. They have the good IP games and the AAA quality games. And even here is the you can see the cloud computing gaming, where people give the demand. They have the user base where people give the demand of the game in a way. So like the game on demand is available for you. GeForce, now it's Nvidia product. You see, Nvidia is pretty much popular for the hardware, but they are also considering the cloud gaming. So this is something huge that's they are also seeing in this way, which is coming in future. So they also provide the game streaming services. Their streaming service is pretty low. It's just $8 monthly, and you can access the 4K streaming with 60 FPS. And currently they are in a beta phase. And xCloud, like this is the ambitious project of Microsoft. Microsoft are planning to launch this thing in the next quarter in around 15 countries. Pretty soon it's going to be happen. And currently their service is based on the invitation. Remember that time when Gmail was launched, you'd have the invitation to have the sign up or something. So yes, their sign up process is pretty much interesting in this way, because they have the very uh, good games available, most of the IP games, and AAA quality, as I said, good quality content, everything. So they have this invitation based access currently. So, and they are claiming to have the best gaming experience over Wi-Fi when it's 5 hertz. So it's we need to see that. And then there is PlayStation. PlayStation is Netflix of cloud gaming currently. They have everything. They have everything. You imagine they have. You just imagine they have. And they are in early stage of the launching. They have done some beta release some of the region. India is one of them, and they are in that condition because they recently launched their device as well. So they are promoting in that way. So it's also good to see. PlayStation now, Google Stadia. Oh, this company motivate other developers to move to the cloud gaming. The last 2019 GDC, when they announced about the Stadia, after that the promotion they had to take place, and every other developer got to know about the cloud gaming and all. They are made aware of the so many people for that. That's how the Microsoft really interested to do something in gaming this time, and it's going to see. And now, when all big companies are there, there is Amazon as well. They have announced the Luna. Luna is going to be their platform. Not much specification about this because the inside is kind of a similar. They really wanted to give the best experience, best content, everything. The best thing about this is like they have the exclusive tie with the Ubisoft AAA titles, and you are going to play those titles on very cheap prices, as far as the PR says. But we need to see that because it's going to be happen next year with Luna. So let's conclude all these things because there are so many big players in this way. So cloud gaming is the future, no doubt. If we see the beta releases getting too much attraction from the user and getting so many people are getting aware. What is this? Okay, we need to get enter on this thing, and possibly this is going to be the next biggest platform. But yes, we need to see in that way which platform could become the next Netflix of gaming in a way. That would be great. Here, some of the images you can see there is a Vortex. I would talk about the Vortex. Vortex is the cloud gaming platform. They have launched their application. Yeah, they are running through application on iOS. And if we talk about the Steam Link, because it's a Steam, everybody know they just distribute the console games and all. The thing with the Steam is like they have launched with Android, and their application sucks. Then they changed their strategy. Now it's on iOS 11, and it's good. They're getting traction. Even they have launched their gamepad as well. Let's see, because it's everything is too early, so it's not like too much data, too much people, and too much things are there. But yes, the big player are there, and these things is happening currently. So what is happening in India? We need to see. In India, there are two platforms currently. It's Doofy and the Game Project. The best thing is they are the cheapest. I talk about so many big player and all this is cheap, 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 but it's cheaper than that. Yes, their game are old. They are running the old version and all, but because this is for India, that's a good thing. They are making people aware about to come and play the game, and their prices are very, very, very low, less than $2. So it's going to be good to see like how it's going to happen in India later soon, later very soon, because Facebook has announced. Facebook has announced their gaming platform for India, cloud gaming platform. And this cloud gaming platform, they are saying they are going to provide the similar kind of experience with Stadia, Luna, and everything. And now the thing is, they said they are going to be give everything free, and the, it seems like they will have the more Android and iOS games because most of the AAA or the higher quality games is already so many platforms are there. They're already it's going to be released over there in that way. So it required to see how they take other strategy, they implement other strategy in this way, and they have already tied up with the Cameloft, and they have Asphalt 9 and PGA Tour Golf, which we can play free of cost and experience the game on cloud gaming. And the most important thing about the India, the future is going to be decided with the cloud gaming is like Geo. Geo and Microsoft X Cloud going to be collaborate, and they are going to launch their first platform in India. It might going to happen the next year because this year the Microsoft has released the list of the country, and they are going to have the 15 countries. They're going to release the cloud gaming platform, but India is not there currently. And in India, some of the big players are also doing a kind of a testing, but they are not getting that much big attention currently. This is Nvidia, GeForce, and PlayStation Now. We need to see like how it's going to take place in coming future because all the thing is going to take place very soon. So as I'm talking about future, what is going to happen in future? Let's see. So in future, the promise of cloud gaming, there is an opportunity, or you can say inevitability. So cloud gaming, the future is going to be like they are going to be the social interactive media for sure. So there would be some opportunity in this way. We have the more users, the more players, more user thing as I already said, because you are just beyond the every specification. You just need a simple device, just access cloud gaming, play. You love game, just play. So you are going to have the more and more players, more users, and they will get more aware about the games, and there will be the more demand of the games in this way. And there is a more demand of the game, so there must be new business model. Currently, what happening? Like only subscription base is there, but subscription base is not popular in everywhere. Even not every user is pretty much rely on that. Even games have the ad network, they have run the ads and everything, then how this ad thing is going to take place on this system, right? So in this way, this is the demand for the innovation in the business model as well, which we are going to see pretty soon. And millennials going to have a different approach. They used to see sports, yeah, they see, but this time this is claimed like they are more going to see about the games after launching the cloud gaming. They will more incline towards the game, like streaming and all the game streaming. So in that way, if we talk about other things like more demands for gamer, like if the game is released, the people will provide some of the suggestions, some AI words, and they suggest some suggested game because it happens in iOS and Google Play. For example, we see it. So how, first of all, the preference of the user is going to change, how this thing going to work. And other thing is like the when there is a more demand of the game and the user become more mature in terms of gaming, they understand the graphics and everything, how this thing is going to take place, right? Because as I said before, not everyone can produce AAA game. Not everyone can do that, right? So it required to see we need and competition and distribution. Just for an example, like the competition is going to be very hard. There are so many big players, big plans, best gaming experience, everyone giving best. Now, what happen if a company is going to release one game? Then what could be the exclusivity they can give, right? If this going to be the just like a Netflix original, we see it's like PlayStation original or XCloud original in that way, or if it is in that way, then what will happen to the environment of the distribution? Because there are every big company, they are going to launch their platform. Okay, we are going to launch platform and all. Then what if the one game price, how it differ in different platform, right? Because it's going to disturb this kind of distribution cycle in this way. Let's see what innovation is going to bring in this way. So that would be easy for the user and the players to access those games. This is the graph you can see in 2017, the first time it launched. And here you can see 2019. That's the time when Google Stadia announced about their cloud gaming. And then let's see the growth and the projection, which seems very good. And it seems very, the next destination of gaming. Now, last but not the least, the cloud gaming with Perfect World, because Perfect World has already started in China. The cloud gaming is on, it's started in a way. There's Tencent, Perfect World, NetEase, ByteDance. They've started, and Tencent are having their own cloud platform, and ByteDance also. But here, first of all, yes, this is my department. So we have our outstanding department. We do mature publishing, excellent operation. Because if you talk about the publishing and operation in the wide range of game, because if you know, the Perfect World has the best RPG games in the world across all the platform, and we have the good government relationship because in China the government relations is really required. This how this industry goes here. If you do the publishing, right? So in this way, as I said, the Tencent has their own cloud platform. We have the joint cloud platform with China Telecom, China Mobile, and China Unicom. These are the leading telecom service provider in China. So how we do the game and everything is like we run our operation, the cloud related operation jointly with those organization, and we do the continuous research to add the more modes and everything. And the 5G feature, 5G is pretty much expanded in China, and thank God I'm also using. Yeah. So in that way, our company and everything, there is a particular department which is perfectly dedicated towards introducing to the new feature, the streaming thing, what the new thing could be introduced in the game, because the operation part of these games is completely different, right? And currently the game we have published, we can see some of the Chinese title. I can't say name, I'm sorry for that. There is a Forsaken World and the Tower of Fantasy. You can see these are the good RPG SLG games which are on cloud. So let's see in future, we have started our wing for that as well. Let's see what's going to happen. Thank you so very much. If you have any query, you can ask me. I hope I can give you answer. Yeah.
Great, Shivam. Thank you so much. Shivam, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. Thank you so much for joining in and giving us that insight.
Thank you. Thank you so very much for inviting me into this.
Yeah, I think we can take few questions. It looks like you might like to go off your presentation screen and just do the video so that people can see you full and cool. Guys, you can keep question asking the questions. I mean, there are a bunch of them which are already came in. So, I mean, what according to what is the future of the cloud gaming in India? I mean, you covered a small slide on that. In fact, or you talked about the big players that are going to come in. But if you like to briefly cover that, because
In India is you must heard about that set-top box concept that Geo has said,
right,
right? It's a part of cloud gaming. They
right,
are going to give so many things free. Man, we are so lucky. They are giving so many things free, and other people, other country, they are going to pay a lot of money for that. So definitely, it's going to be the next level thing. The thing is like after launching of the some of the big games, the most of the people are becoming gamer. They really wanted to explore the more games, but the problem currently is India is not having that much hardcore game, even in mobile as well.
right,
If we talk about hardcore, PUBG, Free Fire, Mobile Legend, or Mobile Legend in a way the hardcore you can say, but all these games are kind of a shooting genre. So let's see how this thing's going to take place, and even the if we trust the PR of the Geo did, so yes, it's definitely going to change the dimension of gaming in India,
right.
and we
So
will
this,
see next year.
so there is an interesting question that came in, which is not part of the Q&A, but I think this should be something that you might like to address.
Yes, please.
Do you think only the big boys going to win this segment, or there is an opportunity for the emerging startups and
It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be, content is going to be king.
okay,
It's not like currently what happened. Some games are very, it's not that good, but people do excessive marketing, UA campaign, put a lot of budget, and yes, they get users somewhere. But now, when the cloud is going to be there, people will become more mature. They have the idea about the graphic. They have idea about what games trying to say. They make their games a part of their own life. Then definitely, content is going to be the king. You can't just get all the user. User will
fair enough.
become choosy.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Great. Shivam, we'll take this one last question
Yes,
because there
please.
is another talk which already started. So I think
Yes,
um,
yes, 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 yes.
so. So what kind of a business model that we would look at for something like this?
See,
Um,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Here, I told you. First of all, currently is the subscription base. Subscription base is happening, and another base like you have the pass, the Xbox Game Pass. You have the pass, you can have the particular kind of game for the access for the preview, 7 days or something. It's a kind of a business model, but for the ad related and everything, it's going to be innovation. I don't know how they are going to show the ads and everything to us in the game
right.
for those demographic where people the ARP is so low, like India. So we need to see in that way. Yeah, wait for innovation. Definitely, it's going to be
Great. Thank you so much for joining in from China. Are you in Shanghai or which place of
Beijing. Beijing. I'm in
Beijing?
Beijing.
All right, cool. Thank you so much for joining in, and
Thank you so very
it
much.
was
Thank
very
you.
exciting. Yeah, and hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This
Thank you.
this
Thank you
was an
very much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
great, and so there is another talk happening right now called "Creative is King" and how to optimize your creatives. I think every studio wants to know that, right? Creative
Okay.
is how can you keep your CPI low, right? So I think you should attend that, everyone. It's live. It's being done by someone from Tilting Point, William Hughes, and he's the creative head. And
Okay.
I think you should go on. So guys, thank you so much again. Shivam, well, let's go to the backstage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
Bye
guys.
now.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.